still hear you in the quiet.
I still hear you in the quiet.
Your name is still stuck in my throat, like a word I'm scared to say. Every room feels way too open since you walked away.
I keep checking my phone at night, like it owes me something true. Funny how I lost myself, trying not to lose you.
I'll replay the last goodbye, like I missed a different end. If love's a crime, I'm still inside, serving time, still pretending. If you ever miss me, just know I never left. I'm in the spaces between your thoughts and every what if you regret.
If you ever miss me,
I'm right where we fell apart,
smiling in your memory,
while breaking in my heart.
Your jacket's hanging by the door, like you're coming back someday. I swear the walls still know your voice, they won't forget your name.
I learned how to sleep alone, but not how to let you go. You moved on like it was easy, I stayed frozen in the snow. I'd give up every tomorrow just to fix what we were breaking. You said love shouldn't hurt this much, but mine still does, still aching. If you ever miss me, just know I never left. I'm in the songs you skip too fast and the tears you haven't shed.
If you ever miss me,
I'm standing in the dark,
holding on to pieces
of the you that wrecked my heart. Maybe in another life we didn't let it die. Maybe we were braver, maybe you stayed, maybe I tried. Now I talk to ghosts at 3 a.m. like they're gonna answer back. I loved you more than I should've, and I'm paying for that.
If you ever miss me, don't call, don't come around.
I don't think I'd survive
Hearing your voice again now.
if you ever miss me. Please miss me from afar.
I'm still learning how to breathe
Without you in my arms.
If you ever miss me,
I never stopped loving you. If you ever miss me,
if you ever miss me.
never rest for the light. You were never easy to love. You were sharp, you were quiet, you were close. But I learned every shadow you carry, like like it was mine to hold. You spoke in half-truths in silence, I filled in the rest with my heart. I told myself pain was a language, and loving you meant learning it hard. I ignored every warning sign, called your distance death. I stood in the cold beside you till there was nothing left. I loved you in the dark, where you never had to change. I loved every broken part while you slowly slipped away. I loved you in the dark, when you couldn't love me back. Now I'm standing here alone with a heart you never asked for, but still cracked. You said you didn't mean to hurt me, like that made it hurt less. You held me just enough to keep me, and never enough to stay. I watched you drift further nightly, while I begged the floor not to fall. You were afraid of your feelings, I was afraid of losing it all. I stayed when it cost me myself. You left without looking back. You said you needed space to breathe. I learned how to live with the lack. I loved you in the dark, where your demons felt like home. I chose you over peace, and now I'm paying it alone. I loved you in the dark, I see that clearly now. Some hearts don't break from endings, they break from staying too long somehow. Maybe love isn't saving, maybe it's knowing when to run, but I mistook your damage as something that could be undone. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how small I became. I turned your silence into hope and called that love's name. I loved you in the dark, now I'm learning how to see. Loved you in the dawn, now I'm learning how to see. We were so close, we were so close. We had fire in our hands, but no map to guide the way. Every promise felt like truth, till it slowly slipped away. You said love should feel like home, not like walking through a storm. But we kept pretending pain was something we were born for. And every almost, every try still keeps me up at night. We were standing on the edge, too scared to jump, too tired to fight. We almost made it. That's the part that hurts the most. We were more than just a memory, but less than what we chose. We almost made it, had forever in our sight. Now I'm learning how to live with the love that didn't survive. Still hear your laugh sometimes in the silence after dark. Funny how the smallest things leave the deepest marks. You moved on like it was time, like your heart already knew. I stayed behind, collecting pieces of the life I planned with you. If love's a lesson, I'm still lost, reading lines we never crossed. We were written in the stars, but erased at too high across. We almost made it. We were seconds from our ways. Now your name feels like a scar that refuses to fade. We almost made it. God, I wish that we had tried, instead of letting someday turn into goodbye. Maybe in another version, we don't give up so fast. Maybe we learned how to heal instead of reliving the past. But here I am alone again, talking to what could have been. Loving you was easy, letting go was never in the plan. We almost made it, and I'll always wonder why. I don't miss just who you were, I miss who we almost became. We almost made it, and that's why it still hurts tonight. Some loves don't need to end badly to ruin your life. We almost made it, and I'll always wonder why. You left, but something stayed. Your footsteps faded from the hallway, but they still echo in my head. Your side of the bed stays cold, like it remembers what you said. You packed your love in quiet boxes, took every promise off the wall, but you forgot to take the memories. Now they haunt me through it all. I keep hearing your voice in empty rooms, I get stitched into the air. You disappeared so perfectly, but your shadow's everywhere. I'm living with the ghost you left behind, breathing in your absence every night. You moved on like I was never there. I'm still tangled in the life we tried to share. I'm living with the ghost you left behind, sleeping next to echoes of goodbye. You walked away without a sound, but your silence still drags me down. I still reach across the mattress like your heartbeat's waiting there. I still leave the hallway light on, like you might climb back the stairs. Your favorite song still plays on shuffle, and I can't bring myself to skip. Every lyric feels like closure that never reached my lips. I keep talking to the darkness like it might know where you've been, but the night just gives me silence and reminds me I didn't win. I'm living with the ghost you left behind, catching pieces of you and rewind. You found peace in letting go, I found pain and staying close. I'm living with the ghost you left behind, chasing fingerprints through time. You forgot me easily somehow. I'm still learning how to live I'm still learning how to live Maybe love doesn't disappear, baby, it just changes shape, turns into unanswered questions and a heart that can't escape. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how long I stayed, building altars out of moments that were already fading. I'm living with the ghost you left behind. It whispers every time I close my eyes. It said goodbye like it was kind, but you took the best parts of my life. I'm living with the ghost you left behind, but I'm learning how to survive. Maybe someday I'll be free from loving someone who stopped loving me. You left without turning around, but your ghost still lives here now. I remember when you meant it. You used to say my name like it was something safe, like I was home to you in every way. Now you say it differently, like it belongs to someone else. I guess loving you meant losing myself. I keep asking what went wrong, like there's an answer I missed. You swear nothing changed at all, but I feel every inch you loved me then. I swear you did. Before the distance, before the silence, before you quit, you loved me then. I felt it too. Now I'm alone with the truth that love can disappear, even when it felt so real with you. Your picture still know my face, your friends still ask my name, like we didn't just erase everything. I lie awake replaying nights when your heart beat next to mine. You said forever like a promise, not a line. If I'd known the last time was really the end, I would have held you closer, I would have begged you to stay there. You loved me then. Don't say you didn't. I saw it in your eyes before you went distant. You loved me then, and that's what breaks me in two. I don't miss who you are now, I miss who you were when you loved me too. Maybe love gets tired, maybe hearts run dry, maybe we don't fall apart, we just stop trying. I still defend you in my head, like you didn't leave me here, loving someone who moved on is my greatest fear. You loved me then, before goodbye, before my name stopped making you cry. You love me now, and I still do. I've learned how to let go, someone who already knew. You loved me then. I wish that mattered now. You're gone, but you never really left. Your shadow sleeps beside me on the cold half of the bed. Every silence sounds like echoes of the words we never said. Your sweater still hangs in my closet, like it's waiting for your skin. I swear sometimes I smell your perfume, like you're walking back in. I try to open windows, let the memory escape, but every breath I take still whispers your name. Your ghost still breathes inside these walls I keep. Every broken memory still wakes me from my sleep. in my mind. I burn the letters you wrote me. Still the ashes won't unwind. I talk to you in empty rooms, like grief can't answer back, like maybe love lingers in the spaces that you lack. I tell myself you're gone, but my heart refuses truth. It keeps rebuilding you from fragments of our youth. Your ghost still breathes through every shattered dream, through every midnight thought, through every silent scream. Your ghost still breathes in every tear I hide. I buried us together, but you never really died. Maybe love doesn't vanish, maybe it learns how to haunt. Maybe hearts never heal, they just grow around the fold. I carry you like a secret, like a scar beneath my skin. You left me with forever, but not a world to live in. Your ghost still breathes, but I'm letting mine go. With memories that say more than I can give. Your ghost still breathes. But I'm fading you tonight. If I don't let you rest, I'll never see the light. Your ghost still breathes, but I'm letting mine go. I didn't know it would end like this. You held my hands like you meant it, like I was something you'd keep. You let me fall without warning, too far, too deep. I memorized all your silence, learned every shift in your tone. You never said you were leaving, you just stopped calling it home. I keep wondering what I missed, what I should have seen before you walked away so quietly, like you'd done this before. You let me love you, that's the part that hurts the most. You let me build a future while you already let it go. You let me love you like I was safe said you were just afraid. Funny how I made excuses while you were halfway away. I replayed the night you changed when your eyes would've stayed on mine. You kissed me like an apology, not like love that night. If I'd known there was the last time I feel you close to my skin, I would've said all the things I'm screaming now within. You let me love you. You didn't stop me once. You watched me give you everything while you were already done. You let me love you, and I believed every word. Now I'm alone with the echo of promises you never heard. Maybe I loved you louder than you ever loved me back. Baby, you like the feeling, but not the weight of what we had. I don't hate you, that's the truth. I just hate who I became. Someone begging for a reason. Oh, you forgot my name. Oh, you let me love you, and I'm still paying for your love. You let me love you, and I'm still paying for it. I didn't scream, I disappeared. You stopped asking how I felt, so I stopped explaining why. I learned to fold my sadness small so it wouldn't catch your eye. You said I was too sensitive, like pain was something I chose. So I buried every feeling somewhere you'd never go. I smiled through the warning signs, called loneliness being strong. I stayed silent just to keep you, even when I knew you were gone. I learned to hurt quietly, so you wouldn't hear me break. I learned to cry internally, so you could walk away. I learned to hurt quietly, like loving you required, losing pieces of myself just to keep you satisfied. I memorized your distance. You were not to ask for more. just to be someone's that I learned to hurt quietly. Now I'm learning how to leave. If loving you cost my voice, that's not a love, it's greed. I learned to hurt quietly, so now I'm choosing me. I knew, but I stayed. You stopped looking at me like I was something you chose. Your words grew careful, like you already knew how this goes. I felt it in the pauses, in the way you touched my hand, like you were slowly letting go of a life we never planned. Every sign was screaming, but I begged my heart to wait. I told myself love means staying, even when it breaks. I stayed too long when I should've walked away. I held on to the version of you that faded every day. I stayed too long, trying not to lose what we used to be. Cost me everything I am now, loving you. I made excuses for your silence, called it space, called it time. I kept lowering my standards just to keep your mind. You said I was overthinking, said I worried too much. Love shouldn't feel like begging, and just to feel your touch. I kept choosing hope while you were choosing out. I fought for us alone till I burned myself out. I stayed too long, waiting for a sign that you still wanted me the way I wanted you. And I stayed too long, and now I see the truth. You didn't break my heart at once, you slowly taught me how to lose. Maybe love isn't enough if it's one-sided pain. Maybe holding on isn't always brave. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate myself for staying, for turning warning signs into things worth saving. I stayed too long, and I won't do that again. I won't set myself on fire just to keep someone in. I stayed too long, but I'm letting you go. This is me choosing me, even if it hurts more than you'll ever know. I stayed too long. still here, even when you're not. The hope behind your light, hoping it will guide me home. But every corner that I turned felt colder than I'd known. You never meant to hurt me, but love isn't always kind. I gave you pieces of myself that you left behind. I watched your shadow stretch across the walls of my mind. I lost myself in darkness, trying to keep you alive. I'm fading in your shadow, drowning in what you didn't say. I'm screaming without sound as you slowly drift away. I'm fading in your shadow, where I thought I'd always belong. Now the love that kept me alive feels like it's all gone. Your eyes still haunt the night in every empty room. I chase the echo of your voice, but it only feeds the gloom. I swore I could survive if I just stayed close to you, but some loves aren't meant to stay, even when the heart is true. Every touch I still remember, every word I can't forget. I gave my all to someone who wasn't ready yet. I'm fading in your shadow, caught between you then and now. I feel the pieces of myself breaking under how. I'm fading in your shadow, learning love can quietly kill. I try to hold your light in me, but it no longer will. No longer will. Maybe someday I'll forgive, or maybe I'll just learn that loving someone endlessly can burn without return. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate the way I stayed trapped in your shadow while you walked away. I'm fading in your shadow, but I'm finally letting go. Love that chained